Awesome. Tuned into Bass Breakfast. Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you, brother.
Awesome, man. Got a special guest in the building, Muroki, man.
Yeah, kia ora.
You, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing?
Not bad, man. You just got back off pretty long trip away from home, man.
Yeah. I've just been I've been overseas quite a bit. I actually just got back from Australia. I've been on tour over there. We played like 5 shows, which was pretty sick. It was good fun. We're starting off. So that was like the first half of the tour, and we're finishing it off in New Zealand, starting this weekend. Actually,
sweet, man. And you're like over in the States a little bit.
Yeah, I went over there. I was doing some sessions and stuff. And
sweet.
Over there in Berlin. Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Right, you've been like, have you had like much opportunity to like go overseas and like perform?
I played in LA, which was pretty dope.
That's fine.
Yeah, it was good fun, bro.
Yeah. That's sick, man.
Yeah.
And like released Heading East, man, new EP.
Yeah.
Fire.
It's out. Finally, it's out.
Finally.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be like, is it like some of the music like you've been holding on for a while, like in a way? Like,
yeah.
Working on that for prior to Dawn, or
Yeah. Like some of them have been like Heading East. The actual song has been going for like, I wrote that when I was about 18 or something. So that's three and a half years ago.
Right.
Yeah. So it's been like, I don't know. It's some of the songs on there are quite old, but a lot of them are also quite recent as well.
Yeah. So it's like a whole like kind of like like kind of keeping the genres are kind of there's different.
Yeah, quite diverse. Yeah. It's I feel like that's partly to play with, like partly because I've written them over such a long period of time. Different influences at different times.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like a little snapshot of all the stuff I've been making in that past 3 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's the journey been like for you? Like from like Cloud Bay all the way up to now? Like, has it kind of been, you've had like so many different like moments within your kind of musical career.
Yeah, well,
right?
when we were doing Cloud Bay, it was sick. We had like, I don't know, it was almost like a training ground, like you're working it all out.
Yeah.
Like we played a couple of sick local shows, like just in Raglan. They were some of the funnest, still yet to this day, some of the funnest gigs I've ever played. But yeah, it's been great. Like even jumping into my solo stuff, like jumping on that Benny tour and stuff was pretty nuts for me. I was like, wow. And then leading up to now, like I actually just released a song with Leisure today as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't peeped that.
Yeah. Some seasons.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty stoked on that one as well because I'm like, I've been listening to Leisure for a long time.
Yeah, hard out. And like in terms of collaborations, so you haven't like outside of like kind of basing for Messiah.
Yeah.
And there been any collaboration?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well, realm in a way. Like, how do you find that sort of?
Oh, it's dope, man. I've been like doing. I've done a few collaborations, but no one's heard them.
Yeah.
But it's great. I'm getting more into it as well. Like, especially doing sessions with other artists. It's good fun. Like getting in there with the artist or band is.
And it's the power of music, right? Like, you probably find like collaboration is one of the most enjoyable parts of
for
music,
sure.
right?
And it's been kind of hard now, like because of COVID and shit. You know? So now, like, we can do it. It used to just be Zoom sessions, bro, for like 2 years. It's been like you're just like looking at someone on the screen making music, and it's pretty weird. But like now, you can actually go into the studio and do it. And
around those times, like you're releasing Dawn, things like that. That's kind of in the heat of when we were in the kind of
Well, that like came out. Luckily, I'd written most of that prior to like COVID. Oh, actually, in the midst. Remember when we had like 4 weeks of lockdown, and then we had like a whole lot of time off?
Oh, in 2021 or last year's one?
2020.
Yeah.
Maybe
we had the first wave and then the little dip.
Yeah,
that's right.
So we had, it was just after that first wave that everything was kind of running. It's nice now. It's finally starting to feel like normal.
Hard out, man. And Heading East, talk a little bit more about like Heading East. Like, what does it kind of like mean to you in terms of like that whole project? Like, I know you're kind of saying it's kind of been made over a long period of time, but if you are like tracks like Found Muroki, Nairobi, sorry. And so many other tracks that like kind of like resonate. They're kind of different like subject matter in Dawn in a way. Like
Yeah. I went a little bit deeper.
yeah. And did it come from just having more like travel, like being exposed to so much more overseas as well?
My parents made a big effort to always kind of take me back to Kenya, like back to Africa and stuff. Like, so I went back a few times. Actually, that song in particular, I was so there's a little story behind it. Me and my 12-year-old little cousin. I was 14 years old. We went to this fair in Nairobi, and this is about 40 minutes away from where my family lives. And so we went to this fair, and then our money got like raxed by like these junkies, and they started like chasing us around and shit. And it was pretty freaky. I was like, I don't know, Nairobi's not like probably the place you want to be as like a slight 14-year-old light-skinned African. Yeah, like, oh, he's got some money.
This is your like first time being there in a way.
Yeah. So but it was that's kind of what inspired that tune. I was like, I don't know that. Instead of lost in Nairobi, I was found. It rung nicer.
Well, what we'll do actually, we'll like play that tune because like, man, it's an incredible tune, and we'll come back for a little chat. After that, bro.
Sounds good.
And then we're gonna get you to jam on the gat.
Yeah,
bro.
For sure.
Yeah, that's gonna sit. So this is Muroki, found in Nairobi. Oh, that was dope. So I was found in Nairobi, Muroki. We're like talking a little bit off air, just in terms of like kind of those experiences of like being on tour. Like, when was the last time you kind of did a full tour in New Zealand, bro? Like
full tour in New Zealand,
outside like kind of like festival like spot dates. Like, was it around like kind of dawn days? Or?
No, it was actually like 3 months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago, but it got cancelled because I got COVID. So it was only 3 shows, so it wasn't really, I don't know, it just counts as a tour, and then it ended up being 2 shows, I think. Oh no, it was actually supposed to be 4 shows in total, and it went to 2 shows. And I don't know if you can count 2 shows as a tour.
Have you any like particular spots that you're kind of like really keen on, like kind of going like for this league?
Oh yeah, I'm really keen to play Hollywood in Auckland, playing Hollywood in Avondale.
Sweet.
Bro, I can't wait for that.
You had the opportunity to play there yet?
No, I haven't played there, and I went and saw Yusuf Days there, and I was like, bro, this is the shit.
And like, who else is like on tour with you? Park Road
and Arjuna Oaks.
Awesome. So like, you already had like a decent relationship with him before? Like, Arjuna Oaks is playing in my band at the moment. He's filling in because he's like, bro, he's a shredder. He's so mean at playing the keys. Like, he's top of the tier. Like in New Zealand, that's sick. But then Park Road as well. Just good homies of mine. They've shredders as well. It's been sick. That's gonna be sick, man.
You should check out some Saribi and Arjuna Oaks.
Hey,
bro,
it's gonna be a recent. It's like
it's mean. It's like, I reckon it's some of the best music coming out of New Zealand right now.
Because like, speak on that. Like, what are the kind of like, you said like Saribi, Arjuna Oaks, but like who are other sort of ones that you're kind of like checking?
Who I'm checking?
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Outside of like, you know, your core kind of like Reglan.
That's a good question. I'll have to check my
recent listeners.
Yeah, my recent listens. I've always listened to like the old school New Zealand bands. This thing. I met Lady Six in the weekend, which I was just pretty stoked on.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, bro, she's the man.
That's
she's so cool.
What sort of stuff were you like, kind of like listen to when you were kind of like those formative years, like getting into stuff? Like a lot of that kind of like iconic like Kiwi dub reggae.
Yeah,
sort of
lots of Freddies, lots of Cora, lots of Lady Six.
Like Cell Dub and all that sort of stuff.
I didn't. My mum didn't listen to heaps of Cell Dub, but I definitely listen to a lot of them now. They're so sick. Just House of Shem. House of Shem was up there. Yeah, nah, heaps. Trinity Roots.
Oh,
Bro.
classic.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All of them. I don't know. Cornerstone Roots.
I mean, like now, like you've had like the opportunity, to meet them. Like there's like those Lady Six moments.
Yeah, bro, it's so sick as well because I'm frothing out because they're all stoking on what I'm doing. Like Tikitane or something will be like, bro, love what you're doing, or like Lawton Cora will be like, bro, and it's just like the most reassuring thing. You're like, right. Like, I don't know, fuck everything else, like, you get that.
Yeah,
like, yes.
But it's not like you're like, out there like trying to seek for that stuff either, you know.
No.
It comes from like,
yeah,
just like
all the old dogs like pulling it. Well, they're not old dogs, but like, seasoned musicians that I've listened to for my whole life. When they compliment you on what you're doing, it's pretty nice.
Because outside of like seeing like people that you, or musicians that you grew up listening to, like what have been like some solid moments in the last like 3 years, the kind of notable ones.
Notable ones?
Yeah, ones that just like made you feel like, oh, holy, like. But like you had to take a step back and you're like, man, this is it,
There was one. I played the song "Open Up" at Spark Arena with Vinny, and then there was like a pretty like because everyone put their lights up, and it was like, and I didn't even ask them, they just did it, and they just like got into it, and I was just like, bruh, this is next level. Yeah. That was like a pretty like oh fuck moment. But yeah, also like just sometimes like a lot of like fans or something as well. Like there's people out there who just they've really like told me that my music and stuff has like really moved them and like helped them through. Like one time I was talking to this dude, and he was like a full gangster, bro. Like full on, and he's like, bro, like I don't know, he was having like a bit of a rough time, and then he was like, bro, like when I listen to your music, it's like the only time I feel mean, and I was just like, bro, that's so sick. Those are like the real like touching moments, where you're like, oh, fucking sick.
Because it's kind of like when you're like, if it resonates with you when you're making it, and your peers, you'd be able to like hear those kind of like those words of like, wow, okay, this is what it's for,
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's for, I don't know, it's for everyone.
Especially a tune like Open Up, man. Like it's,
Yeah, well, I was just stoking. I was like, oh man, there's people out there having maybe not the easiest life, but if like my music's touching them in a way that they can feel better about being on the planet, then I'm stoking on that.
There's something else I want to bring up, like Puffle.
Oh, Sir and Puffle.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's
because I've been playing like a lot of his stuff, man. Like,
oh no shit.
I love it, and like I like the fact that like because you're gonna got a good relationship. I remember there was something over lockdown that you guys did.
Yeah, man. Oh, we've been making heaps of stuff.
Yeah, there was one that like kind of put on like socials. Like Cage or something.
Yeah, bro, I've known him.
Like, how's that relationship? Do you like? Have you done like any sort of like collab?
Yeah, I just booked a session with him like yesterday. I was like, bro, we should do a session. Definitely, like, he is the man at producing. It's crack up because, like, he was like one of my first ever mates. Like, I used to live like way back when I was like real young. I would have been like 4 or something, maybe 4 or 5. I used to live in Taupo.
Oh, yeah.
And then like this is before I moved to Raglan. This was just before, and I met him he just moved from Zimbabwe, and like he didn't know how to swim, and like so I like taught him how to swim at the AC baths. I don't know, and that's Anyway.
And you've been friends ever since.
And we've just been mates since then, like real good mates. It's sick.
Yeah, because I remember like peeping him on like introducing like single cover. I mean,
bro, like he's
like, yo, like what's the kind of like connection there? Like,
bro, yeah, he's like one of my fucking day ones, bro.
And bro, like just the music that he's putting out and the rate that he's putting stuff out as well.
Oh, bro, yeah, he's pumping out like an album a month or something. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's just fire. I love it. I love it, and just like what he's just like doing in terms of the different sounds.
Oh, bro. Nah, he is the man.
That's hot. So what we'll do now is we're playing Heading. Let's get into Heading East. Play this, and then you're gonna afterwards we'll do a little bit of a jam
on the guitar.
No stress inside my mind, no worries left behind. They can keep their fancy things and the troubles that they bring. You best believe it. Yeah. We don't need it. Oh no. days I start to realize there's no way to lose. Simple pleasures in the summertime. Got my weed and wine by the ocean side. Simple pleasures, friends I have with me, makes the sweetest sound, dipping in the sea. Simple pleasures, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Simple pleasures, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Keep it moving every day. Take a step back, it's okay. We can lose our track of time. There's a world out there to find. You best believe it. Yeah, 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 yeah. We all need it. We need it. All the highs, I start to realize there's no way to lose. Simple pleasures in the summertime. Got my weed and wine by the ocean side. Simple pleasures, friends I have with me, makes the sweetest sound, dipping in the sea. Simple pleasures, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Simple pleasures, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Simple pleasures, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Simple pleasures, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Thank you.